Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OCSPN's presentation of the 2023 OCCHS Football House Draft. I am Reese Bravis. Before we begin and introduce our esteemed analysts that will be joining me here today, we will hear a word from our commissioner, Dodger Goodbell, who is with our very own Smarty Myth.
Thanks, Brees. I'm here with Commissioner Goodbell. Something we get asked a lot is questions about the house system. What does it really entail for these players?
Well, it's just a year-long competition where the team is split up into 4 different groups, and we call them houses. Got it from the Ron Clark Academy over in Atlanta back in 2015. Been doing it ever since then. It's a lot of fun. We have a leadership council. The leadership council comes from a group that the coaches select, and then those guys get together and they decide the house names. So that's how the names are picked, because we let the kids pick them. It's up to them, to decide what they want this team to be known for. In this case, the 2023 team, they picked those 4 words that they want to define their season. From there, then they draft the rest of the team. And then once the draft is over, then coaches are assigned. We did something a little different this year where usually I assign the coaches to different houses, but this year I first let the different houses pick which coach they wanted. And then I asked the coaches, what house do you want? And it's crazy because in the end it was just destiny, I guess. Each side picked each other, so it worked out well. But we're just, we want to promote competition, and that's what the houses do all year long. We're going to do competitions just kind of all across the board of different things, grades, attendance, different things like hog tie, physical game of basketball where there's no dribbling, knee football, just different things like that. Fundraising is a big part of it, and so we're just trying to promote competition to get the kids to give their best in everything they do. And it's been good, it's been fun, and really at the end all you get is bragging rights and a t-shirt, but they love it, and I think it builds tremendous team chemistry, which is something that's so important to this program.
We appreciate that, Coach. Brees, back to you.
Now that we've heard from the commissioner, I can introduce you to our analysts that are with me as always. First, we have former Heisman winner and NFL bust, Fim Febo. How you feel about this year's draft, Fim?
Oh, I'm excited, man. These guys are great, and they are putting in the work, 100% effort, and I'm ready to see them succeed.
Great. Next, we have former barefoot place-kicking standout from the University of Texas El Paso, Carl the Ice Pick Anderson. How are you, Carl?
It's the Ice Pick, baby. It's all good, baby. It's all good. We got some guys out here getting ready to play, baby.
It's always a pleasure to have esteemed former West Virginia Mountaineer Matt Pacathy with us. Who stands out to you in this year's class, Matt?
Man, you know what? There's just so many of them that stand out, I really can't put my finger on it.
I agree.
Finally, we here at OCSPN tend to attract former college legends who just couldn't cut it in the pros. So it's evident with our last analyst, Robert Griffith V, who is going to be the biggest steal in this year's draft, Robbie?
Well, man, I want to start out by saying definitely. We got to get speedsters, man. We got to have speedsters. Everybody know who I am, know I love track. They know I had crazy closing speed. I just didn't cut it on the field. That's what it is. But nobody that I can place a finger on, but everybody is who I want.
Absolutely. Now that you've met our mediocre at best analysts, let's get on with the show as we join the commissioner for the first pick.
Welcome to the 2023 House Draft. We're going to get this thing going with the first pick, okay? With the first pick of the draft, House Vengeance selects DB Eldream Rollins. Congrats, young man.
House Vengeance gets the first pick, and with that pick, they go with defensive back Eldream Rollins. What do you think of the pick? What do you think of the pick, guys?
Well, I got to first say off, Eldream Rollins, he's a guy, he was out. I don't know if you know, he actually had a sponsorship from Slim Jim. He ran for Slim Jim. The guy,
I do remember that.
Very fast, you know, and they're talking about giving him a shoe deal with Payless. I don't know if you know anything about that.
Because you know the NIL is a big thing now. So
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
you've got to consider things like that. Not only Slim Jim, but maybe Slim Fast. could
Slim
jump on
Fast,
that.
there we go.
That would be
There we go.
great. Ben?
Everybody talks about this being a surprise pick. I'm not surprised at all. I see this guy every day putting in the work, working hard, being the guy that he is. And with God, everything's possible.
Robbie?
There's your car crash.
All right. And Matt, what do you think?
All right.
I got this.
So, Dream, as I like to call him, he's fast, he's goofy, he's skinny. Love the pick.
Great. All
Hey,
right.
little
Great.
known fact about LG Rollins. I don't know if you guys knew this. He actually trains kittens how to do backflips.
Really?
It's true. It's true. He trained my cat.
The guy has a heart. He has a heart. You know, we need that here on this team.
I would pick him at number 1 just for that.
I would myself.
Smarty Myth here reporting from the 2023 House Draft. I'm here with number 1 overall pick, Dream Rollins, and his new team captain. How do you feel about being the number 1 pick?
I mean, I feel good, you know. It's my first time being number 1 at anything, because, you know, I usually. But,
Slim Jim doesn't think you're number 1?
I mean, it is Slim Jim, because, you know, they be hitting up everybody TikTok, you know what I'm saying?
Let's talk to your new team captain. What made Dream want to be your number 1 pick?
Well, last year he just performed out of this world, and it just seemed like he was going to be even better this year.
Well, congratulations. Best of luck.
We send it back to the commissioner.
With the second pick in the 2023 House Draft, House Conquer selects lineman Nolan Gray.
House Conquer with a very solid number 2 pick with Nolan Gray. Matt, what do you think about Nolan?
Nolan, I like to call him kind of like he kind of reminds me of a cave troll a little bit. You know, he's big, he's mean, he's squatty, strong. I love the pick. Love it.
Right? All right.
Great guy. You know, Nolan Gray, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he actually acted in a movie called The Mighty Ducks the second time around. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that one. It was a spinoff done by Ryan Coogler himself, you know.
Really?
Yes,
I
great
did not
movie,
know that.
great movie.
Did not know that.
Mr. Gray is just a fantastic athlete. I see him working hard every day in the locker room every day. He's just a class guy. I couldn't ask for any better.
Well, man, you bring up kittens. Was this the kitten that he was training? Was this the cat that was the one that I got at the bag? Was this the one that escaped the cage? Because this guy's nimble, this guy's quick, but he ain't the one that's the size of a toothpick.
No.
I tell you what,
No, he's
this
not.
guy's mean, he's bad, he's strong, he's fast, he's everything you want.
And if you guys didn't know, one cool fact about Nolan Gray, he actually loves sandwiches made with Rottweiler puppy toes. I mean, it's his favorite thing. His favorite thing to eat.
Did not know that.
There we go.
Smarty Myth here reporting with number 2 overall pick, Nolan Gray. He may look familiar from his film, the sequel to the original Mighty Ducks. How do you feel about being picked here?
It's an honor to be took number 2. I'd like to thank the House Leader. I think it's a very good pick.
And Landon, what made you want to make Nolan the number 2 pick?
Well, I mean, he's also a football star, but he's also a movie star, so why wouldn't you pick him? He's, like, there's many options there.
He's got star written all over him. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we just got word that House Legacy has made their pick. So with that, we join the commission.
With the third overall pick, House Legacy selects athlete Bryson Underwood.
Legacy goes with Bryson Underwood at number 3. A bit of a surprise pick, but they obviously think it's an early pick. They think he can be a contributor. Finn, what do you think?
Well, everybody says it's a surprise pick, but I spent last summer working out with him, and let me tell you, this guy works hard, and he's tough, and he has faith, and that's all you can ask for. And I will never lose faith in Bryson Underwood.
RG5?
Well, in high school, he was a great pick. He was a great pick. I gave him the nickname Dog because that's what he is. He's the bounty hunter on the field. That's what he brings. Speed, time, velocity equals pop. That's the bounty hunter.
Matt?
I love the pick. He's fast. It's not a surprise to me. He's strong. He can catch. I just love everything about the kid. He's a great pick.
Nice pick.
What can I say about Underwood? He's a great guy, really great player. He has great hair. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but he actually does runway modeling. That is his passion, actually. Football is just what he does.
And he's related to Carrie Underwood.
That
too.
he is. Carrie Underwood.
Like third cousin twice removed.
That would explain the legs.
That would explain
great legs. Great legs.
And very wonderful singing voice too.
Smarty Myth reporting here with number 3 overall pick, Bryson Underwood, relative of Carrie Underwood. Let's get a shot of those legs here, cameraman. I'm sure we can see the resemblance. Bryson, how do you feel about being the number 3 pick?
Feel good.
And Coach Jenkins, what made you want to pick Bryson so early in the draft? He's a sophomore, so high expectations.
He's a great athlete, but I'm a big fan of Carrie Underwood. I need the autograph, like, really soon. So as soon as you get to the facility, we gotta get at it.
Yes, sir. All right. Good luck, Bryson. Best of luck.
All right, so guys, we obviously know this is a different kind of draft. We're going to have a snake draft here. Okay, so with that being said, different is our last house to pick in the first round. They're going to be making 2 picks right here. Okay, and so with those, we'll go to the commissioner.
House different as the 4th and 5th pick. With the 4th pick, they select Jalen Driver. And with the 5th pick, they go with Poston Esser.
Different ends the first round picking Jalen Driver at number 4 and Poston Essery at number 5. Tell us about Jalen, Ice Pick.
You know, Jalen is one of those guys. We call him the silent assassin. He doesn't really say much, but if you guys didn't know, he's great at sign language. If you see him, talk to the guy. Just talk to him, do some hand signals. He can show you how to speak in sign language.
Well, I got to go with Poston, man. I like guys that can move, but I like big guys that can move. I like you to be big. I'm talking big time. Big time. That's what I like. I like guys that are strong. I like people that's going to be dogs. That's what I said last time. I said dogs. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want guys that's fast. I want guys that's quick. I want guys that can run. I'm talking get away from the cop fast. That's what I'm talking.
Smarty Myth reporting here with number 4 overall pick, Jalen Driver. Jalen, what are your thoughts on being the 4th overall pick? That is some great insight. Coach Kevin, how excited are you for Jalen to be part of your team?
I'm very excited, sir.
All right, well, we're wishing the best of luck to you. Congratulations.
All right. Finn, what do you think about either pick?
I think they're great picks, man. I see both these guys working hard every day, all day, every day, all summer. I spent an entire summer working out with these guys, again, just like I did Mr. Underwood. And, man, I just... Hey, fantastic guy.
Just work
He's
out
quite
with
a
I work out with everybody.
Hey, it is what it is. When you don't make it in the NFL, you got to find something to do,
Yeah,
right?
You guys, baseball
Baseball
season's coming up. I've got to prepare.
I love your physique.
Little
Yes.
known fact about Jalen, he actually holds the world record for middle school meditation. I mean, he's just a great guy.
He actually taught me a little bit about meditation.
did he?
That's how I know how to hit a baseball now.
And
Kumbaya.
you got to remember this about Poston, too. His dad owns the school.
His dad does own the school.
His dad
He
owns the
does.
school.
His dad
So
owns the school.
that's a great pick. That's a great pick for them.
That's a booster
All
right there, son.
Smarty Myth reporting with the 5th overall pick, Poston Essery, only a sophomore. Are you worried that your draft status this high is a result of your dad owning the school?
He only owns like part of the school, so I mean it may have skewed it a little bit, but no, I'm not that worried.
All right, Coach Kevin, what are your thoughts on the pick here?
There was some confusion in the draft, sir. Like we were expected him to be probably number 2, number 3 pick overall, but there was some confusion. We needed some size. Our only size is Raxy. We have me and Tanner as the leaders, and Raxy, and he's not too big. He's huge as a freshman, and we needed that.
All right, great roster construction. Congratulations. Best of luck.
So we start the second round with Poston Essery, and as we wait on House Legacy to make their pick, what do you think of the draft overall? Who's been the steal so far?
I gotta say it's Brother Underwood for me. Just can't get over his singing voice. It's amazing.
No, that's a family trait, though.
Yes, it is.
Right.
It runs in the family.
Yeah.
It's a mixture I hear of Fergie and Bruno Mars. I don't know if you've ever heard
yes.
it.
Or Fergie and Jesus.
Jesus.
Fergie and Jesus.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. I think they're all steals. And here's
think
my
they all
thing.
steal?
They all
They all
work
steal?
hard.
No, they're all steals.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
They all work hard, and as I've told y'all, I've worked out with all of them, and they just keep getting faster and stronger. And with the faith, you can never
Can't go wrong.
go wrong.
The faith
All right.
and the steroids.
House Legacy is ready to make their pick, so we will go to the commissioner.
With the 6th pick in the 2023 House Draft, House Legacy picks defensive back Quali Purifoy.
Legacy goes with Quali Purifoy for the
Whoa.
6th overall pick.
Wow.
What can we expect from Quali, Ice Pick?
Well, all I can say about Quali Purifoy is, hey, the kid loves Dungeons and Dragons. He loves it. I mean, he's very good. He plays Magic the Gathering. He plays
I
Pokemon.
played with him last year.
He's very good. Very good, you know. Quali is just one of those kind of guys, you know, that just jump out of the gym. I mean, he'll run downfield and do whatever you need him to do. And, hey, guess what? The guy's a scientist. You didn't know that, did you?
Also part of the esports club.
That is
yes,
Big
yes.
esports guy.
Yes.
He's sneaky athletic.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
You look at him and he's playing video games and all of a sudden he's dunking a basketball.
That's
I
right.
mean, how
That's
many
him.
times do you
That's
see
it.
that? That's to me that's a great value pick.
Very talented.
They
Very
didn't
talented.
they didn't have to reach to get him, but he's a huge get. Didn't have to trade anything to go up to get him. He just fell right in their lap. I think it's great.
Our number 6 pick decided to stay home with his family. We still want to get a word in with his coach. Coach Jenkins, what made you want to pick Quali here with the 6th overall pick?
Man, you wouldn't think of somebody like Quali Purifoy being a great athlete. He's sneaky. I mean, he's a scientist. He's good at video games. I mean, I could kick his butt in Madden any day. But we're just going to see where he comes.
We're going to see that mentor-mentee relationship with the Madden, I'm sure. Wishing the best for him. Good luck.
So, always great insight from you guys. So, House Conquer is here up again. And here we go to the commissioner again.
With the 7th pick in this year's House Draft, House Conquer selects linebacker Drake Little.
Linebacker Drake Little is off the board for House Conquer. What do you think of the pick, Matt?
I love the pick. Even though his last name kind of says it, he is a little vertically challenged. He does not play like it. He's got a motor that never quits. Great special teams player because, you know, I love special teams. I mean, so I love the pick. Love it.
Little known fact about Drake Little, he was actually a knee hockey champion. Knee hockey.
I did hear about that.
Very good.
In Finland, right?
Yes, in
yes,
Finland.
in
Yes,
Finland.
that's
That
right.
knee hockey is huge.
Yeah, no, ran by a coach named Gordon Chambay. He was a national champion himself in bobsledding. You may have heard of
Made a
him.
movie about him. Right?
Is that Cool Runnings?
Yeah. No, it's Gordon Chambay.
Gordon, yeah, no, you're thinking of Mighty Ducks, Gordon.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right, RG5, what do you think?
Well, man, I want to start out by saying a lot of people don't know that Drake Little's dad was one of my coworkers. And I'll tell you, he was a coworker on my football team. He was one of the trainers. He was the best trainer on the team. I'm telling you, he could wrap an ankle in 2 seconds. He could cut your toe off in 3. Let me tell you about Drake Little. Drake Little is the guy that you want in between the tackles. He's not big. He's fiery. He's feisty. He's exactly what a football player is.
Exactly what they need. Good.
I've always said Drake Little is a guy that you can always expect to be in the right position at the right time. And I told him last summer when I was working out with him.
Who would have thought?
I work out with everybody. I told him last summer when I was working out with him that with a little faith, you can be the best linebacker in this school.
He taught you how to hit a baseball.
He did.
Because he is a baseball player.
He's a baseball
Knee
guy.
hockey, football, baseball. I mean, he's a
Yes.
he's a jack of all trades.
I would not have a minor league career without Drake Little.
Smarty Myth here reporting with number 7 overall pick, Drake Little. He's a former knee hockey star. One of the biggest reasons he starred is everybody else played on their knees while he stood at normal height. Drake, how do you feel about being the 7th overall pick?
I feel good about it. I think I worked pretty hard for it. Yeah.
All right, and Landon, what made you want to pick Drake here with this pick?
Well, we already chose Nolan as our first hockey star, so we just love the hockey stars on our team.
Hard to argue with that. Physical game.
That's
we
right.
expect that physicality from your team. Congratulations. Good luck.
Good. All right. So we're going to close out our coverage today with the last pick of the second round. Vengeance is ready, and so is the commissioner.
And with the 8th pick in this year's draft, House Vengeance selects Sammy Gutnick.
We finished the second round with our second lineman off the board in Sammy Gutnick. What can we expect from Sammy?
Well, you know what? Sammy Gutnick is one of those guys that he's just dripping with the sauce. The guy likes to sweat. I heard he actually had a spot in GQ magazine because he's one of the best dressed men under 17.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. That's interesting. You kind of bring that to a locker room, right? That style, that swagger. You know, a lot of people kind of made fun of, you think about like Cam Newton. Cam Newton always wore weird stuff, right? But I mean, if you feel good, in the words of Matt Pack, if you feel good, play good, play good. I mean, it all goes down. It all goes down the line.
It's
right?
linear. It's linear.
So, what do we think?
I want to say, everybody's playing till you get punched in the mouth. Let me tell you about this pick. This guy is exactly that. He's going to punch you in the mouth.
He's the puncher.
Let me tell you something about his brother. His brother's on the board, too. He's going to punch you in the mouth. They call him the Gooseness brothers.
The Demon,
and his brother is the Demon Slayer.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer, yes.
So you got the Demon Slayer and the GQ fashion model.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat that, man. You got everything you need in a player. Sweat and all. That's what you get.
Also heard, grew up Boca Raton, Florida.
Boca Raton.
Was a used car salesman. For
Yes,
a while.
yes,
wow.
yes.
Yes,
I
he
bought a
was the
couple cars
first
from
kid
him.
in Florida to become a used car salesman under the age of 15.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
what a guy.
Still in high school.
And I hear he's out doing a lot of work with trying to save the American house rat.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yes.
What a
that's
guy.
good-
What a guy.
What a charity. You know,
Yes.
what a
Louis
charity.
Little's my cousin.
Yes.
Really?
Him and Nolan would have because Nolan trains cats, he's trying to save rats. I could see them butting heads.
Yeah, and it happens, but they're teammates. They learn to work together. It's just,
Well, here's the thing. Last summer when I was working out with Mr. Gutnick, I walked into the locker room and he was covered in sweat, and I said, "Mr. Gutnick, have you already worked out?" And he said, "No, sir. I'm waiting on you." And I was
Wow. That's a worker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was very impressed.
Probably been saving those rats is what he was also
Yes.
doing.
Smarty Myth here reporting with our 8th overall pick. If he looks familiar, he is a former GQ model. How do you feel here, Sammy?
I feel pretty good. I deserve this. I've been here for a while. I've done my work on the field too. So.
All right, Captain Freddie, what's our thoughts here on our pick?
Well, I had to take him because he was better of the Gutnick brothers, and he's just better than Demon Slayer,
Hard to argue with that logic. Best of luck to you.
and he's actually quite the chef. He's actually the one who invented the pistachio and fish sandwich. I don't know
Yes,
if you've ever
yes.
had it.
I
Yeah,
love
good.
it. Hey, when we get done here, let's go get us a good pistachio.
I could go for
Yes.
pistachio and fish right now.
Well, lucky for us, that was our last pick, and
All
that's
right.
it here for us here at OCSPN, the OCCHS House Draft. On behalf of my colleagues, Robert Griffith V, Matt Pacafee, Finn Febo, and Carl the Ice Pick Anderson,
Ice pick, baby.
we say goodbye and good night from Troy, Tennessee.
Adios.